Hey, what's up everyone? My name's AJ Writes Crypto, and this is a little bit different video because right now my good friend Jacob is here. He came all the way from Washington State, and he is currently attending the DreamHack conference here in Atlanta, Georgia. Before we get into what we're really going to talk about, why don't you just introduce yourself and tell them what you're doing at DreamHack?
What's up, everyone? I'm Jacob. I'm here from DreamHack because we are here marketing our Web3 game, Ascent Rivals. We're making that push in the Web2 world. We're not talking about crypto super heavy yet because it's a little bit scary for the people, but we're here, we're pushing it, we're getting people joining the Discord, into tournaments, winning money, doing a bunch of fun stuff.
Sure. So, I do always like to have conversations about, the different sectors in blockchain, that we think are going to really pop off for the next bull run. Everyone wants to make sure, they have the right bit of AI in their portfolio or RWA projects and it has been interesting kind of seeing the evolution and almost de-evolution of the gaming sector in crypto.
Yeah.
I feel the 2021 bull run was all promise because the metaverse, wasn't built yet. And now we're kind of at that place where there are gaming projects, but we're not excited as we were about sand back in 2021.
Yeah.
And I do kind of want to talk about, like, you obviously would have a biased point of view about crypto gaming in particular.
Yeah.
But if you were kind of to remove that bias about crypto gaming, why do you feel that it's still going to be a winning sector for the coming bull run?
So I think it's the culture, overall. I think that people that care about real gaming are starting to come into the space and realize that it's not all about gimmicks. It's about making a fun game and making it so there's continuation in the community coming and having fun. And it's not all about making money now, because that's really what it is it's about fun. And they're trying to hit a demographic of people where it's the largest form of entertainment in the entire world. Like, when we're talking money, I'm not even joking. There's about $275 billion that comes into the gaming industry every single year. And
say that again. $275
Yes.
billion
Yes.
goes into gaming every year.
275 billion, that's the estimate. And they're talking about 2030 being around averaging 633 billion. So we're talking about reaching the trillion mark.
That's a lot of Fortnite
half
skins.
a trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of money in the whole industry, and there's a lot of people that aren't crypto friendly. So they're trying to hit a demographic of people that are trying to have fun, and that's why they're there.
Sure.
So if you want to onboard people into gaming, you got to have a good product, a good team, and a good plan for the future, or you're not going to have success. You're going to see exactly what's happening the whole entire time.
And see, I think the problem, what happened in 2021 is, the level of friction involved to onboard, your normal gamer into a crypto game. And we've also seen a handful of models that we could use as examples on what to do or what not to do. For example, we have Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity, let's be honest, game was trash. Not a fun game to play. But if you did it correctly and you got in early, you did make money playing it. And that was one game with one coin that did this one thing. And then we've seen models like Gala. And Gala Gaming's terrible tokenomics, probably not the best coin to hold, but they do have a bunch of developers. They're all working on a lot of games, and basically the theory is if we throw 50 darts and hit 2 or 3, maybe we'll make our money back. Let's hope one of these bunch of games we make pops off. Kind of model number 2. And model number 3 was the shoes on Solana. Was a really good model. I forget the name of the project right now off the top of my head, but basically what happens was you would buy these shoes on Solana, and you would go for it was a walk to earn game. And basically people made money at first on like the walk to earn, but once so many people got in, everyone wasn't making enough money to do it because there's only like so much money at the bottom of the altruistic pile of money we're giving people, incentivizing them to play our game. So we've kind of seen, 3 different models kind of all work and fail simultaneously. So moving into this next bull run, what do you think, an optimal strategy is for crypto game marketing?
So I think some of the things that they've been doing already is running like account services on blockchain, right? So realistically, all people are doing is they're making an email and password.
Yep.
and they're being onboarded. You're seeing this with Karate Combat, for example.
Yep.
It's a perfect example. Massive, massive onboarding is simply just by making an account on there, and the account services runs on HBAR, correct?
Shout out to Karate Combat,
Yeah.
and yes, it is on Hedera.
See, so that's a perfect example about how real companies are using blockchain just in that simple way, and that's massive onboarding just in that.
Good point.
We're doing the same thing in the gaming sector, Ascent Rivals. What's happening is our account services runs on blockchain. So, you know, someone's going to be making an account with Genuine, and because of that, they're going to be onboarded onto crypto. In the future, they're going to have an option, you know, to make a wallet and then take that journey and have digital assets. And that's like the barrier we're trying to break in gaming. We're trying to make a fun game that's seamless, that people, you know, get on, and then it's like not like super complicated. It's a fun way of getting onboarded and having fun at the same time.
Sure, totally. And just for the record, that game, the Solana shoes, it's called Steppin'. I don't know why I couldn't think of that at the moment. But
I've never even.
You missed out on nothing. You literally had to repair your shoes after you walked. It was god awful. But you know, so I do I do want to hit a couple quick questions before we wrap up here. Everybody, my boy Jacob, all his links for his social media are down below. Good friend of mine, he's been an active member of the crypto community for a while now. And
Groger gang. Groger gang.
Grogger
gang.
Well, you pronounce my clothing line. I pronounce your last name.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I want to hear this ugliness right now.
Burgess.
It's Jacob Burgess.
Is your insurance Burgressive?
Yeah, Progressive. I actually wear khakis on Saturdays, and I'm Jake from State Farm.
And you're dating a girl named Flo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And my wife sells auto insurance.
Wow.
Wow.
It's progressive.
Yeah.
I love
it's progressive.
Oh, we're dumb as hell.
Yes.
You know, so I do want to say, you know, when we're talking sectors, in the crypto gaming sector, is there a project or two projects outside of your own that you would point people to if they're trying to have exposure to the crypto gaming?
I think a one that I'm personally really excited about, because this is the thing with me, is I don't blow stuff up, and you know, I'm not a faker. I like games that are fun, and that's why I'm with Ascent Rivals. It's an addicting game. I love having it and playing it. But off the grid, I think, is going to be one that's going to be really fun.
Off the grid? Okay.
Off the grid. So I'm pretty sure, I forget what blockchain they're on, maybe AVAX.
Okay.
But it's a battle royale, but it's very unique, and it speaks to many crowds. It's very provocative, but it's very unique in its way. Like you take your, you get new cyber limbs inside.
Oh, wow.
And there's new extraction things, and it's very unique and very fun.
Yeah.
And it's a shooter that I've been personally looking for, because I think a lot of people have been failing with shooters in this space. Super heavy. They're not fun.
A good shooter game that's not crypto I've played recently is called Body Cam.
Body
Cam goes hard. And Ready or Not, also a good shooter game as well. They're on Steam. So just, elevator pitch on the game you've been working on. Tell us about it.
So Ascent Rivals is a super exciting game. It's different than any game that's really been made. So it's a fast-paced, adrenaline-filled death race.
Okay.
Where you're almost driving like a pod racer, shooting at people, going through multiple heats, earning points.
Okay.
It's very intense, and it's very difficult.
Okay.
So it's meant for the esports community. It's meant for people grinding out, getting better.
So when you're racing, can you shoot like the other people, like road race,
You
rage?
can, yeah, you can. So you almost drive the pod racer like a tank. So each engine is individually controlled, and you press a button, you pretty much hop out and shoot people while you're driving. You can only do a couple of different inputs during that, but then you have to get back in and continue the race.
Wow.
So it's super intense. It takes a lot of skill, but we're shooting to be like the esports game and build, infrastructure around esports itself.
Okay.
We have a betting client that's going to be coming on board in the future. We have an auction house that's going to be coming on board for digital assets in the future.
Sweet.
And we have a Hydra auction house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we actually are building on Hydra on Cardano.
Wow.
So
shout out to the Ada gang.
If you're looking to support things in the Cardano ecosystem, that's an example of something that's happening on Hydra. That's not Doom, for example. It's not about, making transactions on, frames. It's about using the technology for auction house so people have a seamless experience trading digital assets online.
And
so
another thing I like about Ascent Rivals, I haven't played it personally yet, but Jacob made this really cool edit that I'm actually going to play for you guys at the end of the video. But I also really like how you did your funding. It's not like you used the audience to raise money. You actually got like legit VC funding, and kind of talk about that.
So we're really, really proud of this fact. So we've never had a token launch, and we've never sold an NFT. We've went out and we've actually found our funding from VCs and people that are excited. We're sponsored by Saline Mustang, by Shelby Mustang. Our next tournament is fully sponsored by Shelby Mustang. Wow. So, we have big names that are looking at us. We're talking to, Red Bull. We've talked to Monster. We've talked to some really big names that are starting to look at esports and Web3 things specifically. So it's super exciting what we're working on.
You never know whose hand you're going to shake at a crypto or gaming conference.
You don't. And this is where the real networking and things happen, is going out and getting your feet on the ground and doing the work yourself and talking to people. And that's what we're doing. We're trying really, really hard.
Awesome. Well, Jacob, man, thanks so much for coming by. We really appreciate it. Everybody, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Give my guy Jacob a follow. His link is down below in the description. Check out their game. He's building Ascent Rivals. This is not a paid partnership. He's just a friend, and I wanted to give a spotlight to, what he's working on, because it seems pretty cool to me. And Michael is the brother of the guy who does crypto chips. David.
He does.
And they're really cool dudes. So I want to see them succeed.
They're very genuine. They work extremely hard, and they have a very small team. They don't want to flex anything crazy.
Right.
They're trying to do it the right way, and I love them for that. So
big shout out to Crypto Chips and Michael and Ascent Rivals and you, man. Make sure you check the edit right now. Smash the likes. Later.